issues with getting everything set up for the podcast. We had some internet issues, so we're here to finish the podcast right here today. I hope you do end up enjoying it. We got some pretty good stuff for part 2 that I can't wait to share with you guys. So I'm hoping that you guys enjoy it as much as we enjoy making it for you guys. I'm just waiting for my co-host, and we will get started as soon as he arrives. So for now, we'll just hang out, do some Q&A. Let me know how you guys' week has been. Has it been a good week? I want to know all about it. Let me know. Drop some questions. Let me know how you're feeling today. I want to know all those good things. Happy official Friday, guys. I just got done watching the latest D&D movie, so I'll post my review for that for you guys. So you guys can check that out. Pretty cool skins in the item shop, honey. I like the Bella Berry outfit with the different color whips. Did you see that, honey?
What?
I was looking at the item shop. I like the Bell Berry outfit with the different colors.
I'll have to take a look at it.
And the different whip style. They have a plunger with the katana through it.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. Also, at this moment, the My Hero Academia skins are still in there.
That's good. What did Darkest say when you messaged him about it?
He said he didn't have money, but he appreciated me looking out for him. Wonder where... I'm just waiting for Drake Ford. I wonder what's taking him so long. Want to get this rolling. I just started the party. And I'm waiting for you in the live stream already. Oh, there you are. What? Oh, what is that sound?
I feel like I'm so, I don't know. I feel sick.
I don't think I can do the chair, sadly.
No worries, honey. I'll move then. Yeah, well, it's okay. We're gonna power through this since we don't have too many topics left.
What are you talking about?
What'd you say?
What are you talking about?
Our podcast. Did you forget?
What do you mean? We did our podcast.
You don't remember about the internet that you didn't want to finish part 2 of it?
Oh, yeah, okay.
You forget?
I forgot.
Oh, it's okay. What'd you say, sweetie?
I said, there you go.
No problem. Give me a second to move a couple things real quick, because things are in the way, and I want to move them. Where is this thing from Trevor? I'm waiting for him to send, for this thing to get uploaded to my phone. Alright. But yeah, so we can wrap up these topics, and then we can both go to bed, because I know we're both really, really tired. Hey, Jake. Will you be joining us on the party tonight, Jake, or just hanging in the chat? Alright, I'll invite you to my thing on Fortnite, Mr. Ford. You want me be over by you?
Harper is up there.
Oh, up here.
At the top, he's the bunny.
Okay.
Whatever you say, dude.
Do you want to be here? Or you?
On my way.
Yeah? Okay. Oh, he's on his way? Alright, no worries. We'll wait for Jake, then we can continue part 2 of the podcast.
I can only do so much, though, because if I'm right in front of you, then you can't see.
That's true. No worries. Just having you there is enough for now. I'll move. See, I'll put legs down. See you. Because remember, whatever you do now can be saved for later too. All right, so we're just waiting for other Jake to get here, Mr. Ford. And I sent you an invite already. Did you write any more notes about a second. Oh, nice. Did you add any more notes on anything else, like, well, or just what we had yesterday?
Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to give your review for D&D still, or do you just want to skip it?
I don't really have much to say, so I don't really care. Whatever you want, man.
All right. We can do a quick overview of what we thought about it then. We can do the John Wick thing. You didn't have the new Ahsoka leak information I showed you on the list yet, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'll send that for another thing. We'll just focus on doing... Let's focus on the thing with Blue Beetle and Spider-Verse, because that's where we left off on Blue Beetle. And then we'll do the movie reviews, and then we can wrap up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hey, other Jake, because Jake saw D&D tonight, too, so he can chime in on his thoughts as well.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, Silvers?
Doing good.
Dang it, Silvers, I forgot to make that video for you today. I'll make it tomorrow. I'm so sorry, man. I meant to do it, and I got sidetracked.
It's alright.
I want to do it for you, though, because I know it will help you. I just keep forgetting.
I'm not gonna get on Fortnite because it's got an update in
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Burt, man? How you doing?
yeah, I'll just hang out.
No worries. Oh, is your update not done right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had an internet problem last night, so we're just gonna power through what's left of the podcast, and then we'll probably and then eventually I gotta get up for class, so then I'll probably go to bed.
Okay.
But I'll be on tomorrow later, because tomorrow I'll come home from work closing, and then I get to go home, and I'll play a couple rounds before I have to go to bed tomorrow, because then I open on Saturday morning at work. But yeah, we can just continue where we left off, Ford, if you're ready.
What's going on?
You want to continue? I already had the stream started, so do you want to continue where we just left off?
Oh crap! Yeah, okay.
So if you guys don't know, last night we had some internet issues, and we're basically gonna, if you watch these as a part 1 and a part 2, I labeled this stream part 2 podcast. Welcome to the Dark Side part 2 for episode 5, because we were in the middle of a topic, and then we got kicked out. So,
No, you did.
well, I got kicked out because of the internet. Yes, we were having major internet issues last night. So, well, I like that one. So basically, we left off on we're hearing from multiple sources that we'll be getting a Blue Beetle trailer on Monday. But we now have an update that we'll be getting a Blue Beetle and a Across the Spider-Verse trailer as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down what we'd like to see from this first Blue Beetle trailer, because we're pretty excited for this first trailer for this movie. And we're also going to talk about what we're hoping to see from the Spider-Verse trailer. Isn't that right, Mr. Ford?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you want to give your first kind of... Do you want to talk about Spider-Verse first, or do you want to continue where we left off with Blue Beetle first?
We'll start with Blue Beetle.
Okay. So what are you hoping to see in this first Blue Beetle trailer, Playboy Parker?
Blue Beetle.
I mean,
he's in the title, so I'd hope so.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't have any other thoughts? Okay.
I mean, I can't say that I know a ton about the character. I know, I understand who he is, and but I can't say that I know a lot about him. I don't really know how he gets his powers, or I know he uses his powers because he's got like a scarab talking to him or something like that. I don't even know. I really don't know a ton about the character, so I don't know what to expect. So,
I understand.
you know,
Yeah,
all I expect from the trailer is just an idea of what the movie's gonna be like, and that's it.
yeah, yeah.
Without spoiling too much.
This has been a movie that I've been. Oh, sorry, honey. This has been a movie I've been waiting for a very long time, and so I'm very excited to get a first look at this, especially with our boy Miguel in the lead roles. It's gonna be pretty awesome. So I'm excited to see that. I really like this character because it was when they made this character. Now, obviously, there's different characters. Like Ted Cord was a version of an old school Blue Beetle, but the Jaime version has always been much more of a teenage, kind of almost a DC Spider-Man, if you will. But Blue Beetle was actually, as much as it can be lighthearted and fun, he could actually be a dark character at times too. Like because sometimes the Scarab, the thing that connects to him, actually made him kind of like there was almost like a split personality. Because sometimes, oh the thing that builds. Are you tired over there, Mr. Ford? Are you sleeping?
Sleeping?
I was getting
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, but so like I just like to long story short, I love this character. I'm just hoping to see like Playboy said, I want to see just a first look at this character, how the suit looks, how the action's gonna look, because I think this movie could be pretty fun. I am also hoping to see because I think we heard it's rumored that Killer Moth might be the villain, and I loved Killer Moth in the Teen Titans cartoons. So I think this will be really cool to see both these characters facing off in live action, and hopefully we'll get a little glimpse of it in the trailer. But yeah, we don't really have too much to say about Blue Beetle. I think we're just excited. And for those watching my podcast who watch my normal content, I will be live when those trailers drop, and we'll be reacting to them and discussing them. So make sure you come in there. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, so that's our thoughts on Blue Beetle. We're pretty excited. Now we also know we're getting a Spider-Verse Across the Spider-Verse trailer. So you, Jake Ford, are my big Spider-Man guy. So let me have it. What do you want from this trailer that you haven't gotten already?
Spider-Man.
That's very descriptive. There's meant to be many of them. Man, you must be really tired, man.
No, yeah. I don't.
Cause your
My
creative
brain
juice.
can't really process after that fucking terrible fucking movie I just watched.
Cause your creative
So,
juices just aren't like they're not
yeah.
flowing like they normally
Alright,
are.
I'm gonna try to take a second think here. So why don't you just go ahead first before I?
Yeah, I mean, I think like I want to see more of the Spider-Man different variances. That's what we're all about in the Spider-Verse, baby, is getting to see as many different Spider-Man as we can. More of Miles and Gwen, of course, is always a must. Hopefully we get to see, because we've gotten glimpses of him.
I want
I'd
to see
like
Gwen
him.
Stacy butt ass naked.
I knew you would say that.
Okay.
I really want to see a closer look at the Spot, because I am really excited to see what the Spot's going to be like as a villain. So I'm very intrigued. So hopefully we get a little bit more of him. But yeah, I think both these trailers, this is going to be pretty excited. Pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing what this is going to be like.
Yeah. You crushed it, dude. I mean, I couldn't say it better myself.
So I think so I think we really only have two more topics for you guys that we won't go too crazy on them. We'll just talk about our thoughts on them. Do you want to talk about the movie we really like, or you want to talk about the movie that we don't really like first?
Come on. Alright,
company.
next piece of news. Clayface is set to
that's
appear
right.
in the Batman 2. This was just reported a couple days ago by, I don't know, Joe having sources, but
I heard multiple people. I heard
I
Deadline.
believe it's a reliable source, so I'm very excited for this because Clayface, we haven't seen him in live action yet, and it's going to be really interesting to see how they do.
I agree.
Do him in live action, and because they've made the Batman universe a more realistic version of Batman, so I want to see how realistic they make Clayface, because I don't know. Clayface isn't like a realistic character, you know. He's more
But I think
of
they can definitely change things. Like I saw that even Patson said that he came up with a pretty good idea of how they could do this. So I
yeah.
think that there's definitely a possibility. I think just it's gonna be great to get Clayface in live action. So I think that's gonna be cool, and I think this is a good choice for the sequel. I like that they're going for, even though we had a version of the Riddler before Paul Dano, it was nice to have a different Riddler and done in such a unique way, and that's why a lot of people love the Batman. So I think taking a swing at a character that's not had a live action debut, it's a risk, but I think it could pay off, especially with a brilliant director like Matt Reeves.
I agree.
So yeah, I think this is gonna be great. I'm looking forward to this. I mean, we heard that this idea was pitched from Mike Flanagan, who did Doctor Sleep, which I actually quite enjoyed that film for what it was. It wasn't The Shining, like, I mean, it was a sequel to The Shining, but it was still pretty good film. I enjoyed it. So I think that this is cool. I'm about this. And this is another way to have more of almost a more horror movie element to the Batman 2, because you got, like, you know, they could do some pretty crazy things with Clayface, even in real life. Like, maybe they could do it where, like, you know, they could do like a more realistic serial killer type Clayface type thing.
Do you think they're gonna use him as a single villain, like the main antagonist, like Riddler, or do you think he'll be a side antagonist, like
He could be a
Penguin?
side, because I heard they keep saying he's one of the mains, but he's not the main.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm still crossing my fingers for who I really want as the main.
Mr. Freeze.
Yes, man, I still want Freeze. I lose it so much just to see Freeze again. A realistic take on Freeze would be so good.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I definitely would be down. But I'm also open to another take on Scarecrow as well, because I think Scarecrow in live action, I don't think, well, we gave credit for what Nolan did with Scarecrow. It just wasn't quite what I would have liked to see. They did the right actor, but we just didn't get enough of Scarecrow.
Cillian Murphy was brilliant.
No, I just said that the actor is an amazing job. I just wish we would have got more of him in the Dark Knight movies.
Are you saying that you hate Cillian Murphy, Joe?
No, I'm saying I love the actor. I'm just saying that Christopher Nolan's direction, no disrespect to Christopher Nolan, but he didn't know how to handle Scarecrow. He didn't use him in an effective way.
That's a good point.
Yeah. For me, it's not about the actor, brilliant. The people working with the actor, they could have been better.
It's a fair statement.
So I feel like, yeah, I think that would be cool. I'm down. I'm excited for the Batman too. Everyone knows how I love the Batman, so I'm very excited about Clayface. I've always enjoyed that character. I'm curious to see what they do, because sometimes Clayface is used for comedy. Sometimes he can be very serious. So I'm very curious to see what they do here.
What if they do like a Clayface, but it's the version from Harley Quinn?
Oh.
I actually enjoy that Clayface, but I don't think they'll use that for the Batman.
That'd be so fucking funny.
It'd be funny for a comedy type thing for sure.
The Batman 2, a comedy. What if they make Batman 2 a rom-com?
I don't know if people would be down for that. I think people want the more darker Batman mythos explored. I don't think they want comedy Batman stuff.
Fuck you, Joe. I didn't ask you, bitch.
Dang, really?
Sorry.
Well, it's nice to know that even if you're tired, you still have that mouth on you no matter what.
I'm not tired. I'm just like exhausted from that bum-ass movie that I just watched.
Well, then let's just. I think these are our final thoughts on Clayface. So let's just get into our final two topics then, right?
All right. We got some more Joker 2 news. Set photos and set video has been released of Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn in her full makeup and her full Harley Quinn look. I think she looks pretty badass, to be honest.
I agree. I'm digging a different Harley. I'm excited.
There's definitely something psycho going on with her, because people are like, protesting, and they got like, newspapers of Joker and Harley together. So it's gonna be interesting where they take this character. And yeah, I think what we see is her official look. She's got like this red blazer on with like the diamond makeup over her eyes. So, she doesn't look like, a normal Harley Quinn, but this is a good look for like a more grounded, realistic Harley Quinn.
I like this because like the first Joker did such a good job of setting up this kind of grounded world, and adding Harley Quinn to this is just it's that next level, and I think that this is going to be so awesome because
Yeah.
a comic book movie like Joker just it doesn't exist, and what they did was so genius, and I think Todd Phillips is just he's probably got an absolutely otherworldly plan here that people won't expect, and I think that he's gonna crush it.
Oh, I agree. I think Todd Phillips knows exactly what he's doing, and oh shit.
I mean, because Joker was just, in my humble opinion, I'm sure you liked it too. I thought Joker was brilliant, so I'm very excited to see Joker 2. And I've been one of the biggest Lady Gaga defenders in terms of her acting career. I think she needs a big push like this. I think something like Harley Quinn and a more realistic, grounded Harley Quinn, great. Great thing for her to get, for sure.
I agree. I wasn't the biggest fan of that movie.
Oh, you don't like A Star Is Born?
Yeah, that was yeah. I don't want to go as far to say as I hate that movie, but I'm not very fond of that movie. But I think she was good in that. I think if anything, she was good in that movie. So I could appreciate her in a movie like that.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is great. Yeah, I've been looking forward to. I know a lot of people have been kind of back and forth on her, on there being a different Harley Quinn than of course our Margot Robbie. But we got different universe. We got Elseworld now, so
Elseworld,
things are gonna be different. So it's like we gotta enjoy the different feelings, explore different things.
Okay, just shut your ass up. We're moving on.
Okay.
Alright. Actually, we'll move on after I tell this question. Joe, watch out behind you. There's somebody behind you.
Really?
Shit. Joe, watch out.
I'm all. Whoa. Yeah, they're up there in like the tower. Do you see him?
No, but I'm going up there.
Whoa. Yeah, they are. Oh crap! There's a bunch of them on the hill here. There's like, I see 2. Yep. Yep, we are definitely being double teamed. There's a multiple over here. Come on, bunny man, you got it. Oh, dang.
Oh, I forgot it was just us. Lol. Okay, anyway. Alright, so our final 2, we're gonna talk about, let's just get the bad one out of the way, because I don't really feel like ending it on that one, so we'll talk about Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep. Mr. Ford, you have the floor on this one, because I know you have the least amount to say.
This movie fucking sucks. The end. Your turn.
Is that all you're gonna say? You're not gonna say why it sucks? Wow.
No, I don't even. I'm not even gonna give this movie the time to explain why it sucks. It doesn't deserve that.
I don't normally agree with him, but I will say that I do agree that this movie is not as good as I think it could have been. And I was disappointed because the directors of this are also the same people that did Game Night. And I thought Game Night was a super fun movie, super hilarious. And no disrespect to them, but the directors in this movie, Game Night was better than this. I loved Game Night. I think you just don't. You're at that stage where you don't understand proper humor, unfortunately. So I'm just telling you that. I mean, the fact that you didn't enjoy Game Night, that's just blasphemy to me.
How was that blasphemy? It didn't even get that good reviews.
Yes, it did. It was one. It was a huge movie. It made so much money for a comedy. It made. Jake, back me up on this. You remember how big Game Night was? You worked at the theater when Game Night came out. See, exactly.
Anyway, you keep talking. I'm gonna look this movie up.
Okay, no, I'm just saying that it was. I really liked Game Night, and I think the comedy in that movie worked so well. And it's so sad to see that this movie didn't. There wasn't very many
I
jokes that
mean,
I
yeah, it was
really liked.
successful, but like it was successful, but like 6.9 on IMDb, 66% on Metacritic, like not that great.
I don't listen to that. I go based off what people that I actually like say if they like comedy, if they like a movie. All the other critics are
Uh,
morons. I don't trust their judgment.
it was a very
Cause,
whatever
cause,
movie, but yeah,
yeah, no.
there's a
For
reason why
some,
this movie sucked, and it's because it's by the people who made Game Night.
that's not the reason. The reason is that they made something different than Game Night, which Game Night was actually better than this. And the problem is they don't fully understand. Like even for people that played Dungeons and Dragons, the movie a fantasy movie should not be boring, and this movie was boring. There was lore, but also another thing with this movie, and I can't believe I'm saying this because it's not a 3-hour movie, it's a 2-hour and something movie. This movie's way too long. It's way too long. And it just is very disappointing. I was
Sad
generally
part was
look.
that there was a lot of moments in the movie where I'm like, where people, there was a lot of moments in the movie where you feel like, oh, the movie's fine, it's gonna we're getting to the third act, we're getting to the final part of the movie, and then you realize, no, it's just still going, and it's still going, and yeah, for every Joe knows this because he was sitting next to me, but for every time I felt like this movie was just about to wrap up, I said, Jesus Christ, can this movie end?
Yep, you're not
But it just went
wrong.
on for so
No, it
long,
just was.
man.
It was sad because it's like there's good people in this movie, but like the movie, the substance. You okay, honey? Okay. The substance. There's no real substance in this movie, and like for the biggest complaint that I have with this movie is, and I have played D&D. I know the source material. I know how things are. This movie is a straight up dollar store Lord of the Rings 100% rip off, and it makes me sad to see that someone could rip off such an iconic franchise, but also make such a horrible fantasy movie where almost every single good action set piece is in the trailer, and it's really sad
Yeah.
to see that happened. So I
Me
think it's disappointing.
me and Connor were talking in the car after we left jail, and we basically came to, I mean, we both agreed that this movie was so fucking, like, this movie was basically like the Avengers but fantasy. I mean,
Yep.
that's what it was. This was like the most comic book fantasy movie ever. Like, as in,
Yeah.
like, it's on a comic book, obviously, but it's a fantasy movie, obviously, but it's a fantasy movie that wants to be a comic book movie, and
Yeah,
that's what it
it's
is.
true.
And we're not talking like we're not talking like Batman comic book movie or Spider-Man No Way Home comic book movie. We're talking about like fucking Ant-Man comic book movie. That's what this movie felt like, and it was just
Yeah.
so fucking bad.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was bad.
if you want a more accurate representation, this movie was basically Shazam! Fury of the Gods, except worse and longer, and actually not longer because Shazam was way too long too. So that's it. I don't know.
If you guys want to learn, if you
I
guys
don't
want to
even
learn,
want to say that Shazam! Fury of the Gods was better than this movie, but
yeah.
it wasn't, but it was. I don't even
If
know.
you
They're
want,
both
if you want to
terrible.
learn about, if you want to learn about proper how to play D&D and what D&D is really like, I recommend you watch the animated show over this nonsense, because it's sad to me because Chris Pine can be such a funny guy, and he's got some great
I will
stuff, but
say
this
this.
movie just does. Yeah, go ahead.
The actors in this movie were actually really good. Like everyone nailed their part, I think.
Yeah,
For
they
what
did good.
for
It
what they
just
were
sucks they weren't in a
given,
better movie.
for what they were given and how they were written, I think everyone performed well. They did the best that they could with the characters they got. I think Chris Pine's character was probably the most, not whatever character. Everyone else was kind of just fucking, just they were all literally just Avengers,
Yeah,
like carbon copies. I mean, basically, you had.
I liked
Uh,
watching Michelle Rodriguez just kick a bunch of ass.
You
That
had
was
Michelle
on the
Rodriguez, which was
only.
Black
Yeah,
Widow. You
yeah.
had Justice Smith as kind of like a, I don't even fucking know who he was. I guess he was, let's see, nerd. I don't know. You know
I
what?
liked watching the guy from
He was kind of like
Bridgerton
he was
and kind of
kinda
go
like
crazy.
Ant-Man. Yeah,
But
Bridgerton
yeah,
guy was basically Captain America,
yep.
or And then you had Chris Pine, who was basically Iron Man, and then you had the redhead chick who was pretty hot. She was basically Hulk, I guess, because she kept turning.
Yeah, because you could change into different.
And they literally had that moment, like the fucking end of Avengers moment where Hulk like flips over Loki and like smashes him into the ground multiple times. They literally had that same moment in the movie, and it was just so fucking cringe. It's like you're just trying to be Avengers here now.
Yeah, it just sucks that the humor didn't land and that there wasn't. I've heard so many critics call this movie fun, but I don't know what movie these critics watched because this was not fun.
It's fun to an extent, but it's not like, I don't know.
Not how a D&D movie should feel from someone who's actually played D&D. This movie makes D&D look
like Shazam
boring.
And Ant-Man, it's watchable, but it's not good. And that's basically what it is.
Yeah, very true.
Disappointing and bland and mediocre, just like Ant-Man and Shazam. I guess I would give Shazam. I think I would give them both the same score, but if I had to choose between would I rather watch Dungeons and Dragons again or Shazam, I'd rather watch neither. But if I had a gun in my head, I guess I'd pick Shazam just because, you know, at least he's a comic book character I know, and the movie was like 2% more watchable than this one, but that's really it. Other than that, both movies fucking sucked. So, yeah, I just gave D&D more time than it should have. Was there anything else you wanted to say about this?
Not really. I just want to hear, because I didn't really get to talk to Jake about his thoughts on the movie, so I'm curious.
Yeah, you can ask Jake.
Yeah, Jake, what did you think about this movie? Because I know you also hadn't played D&D, but you like a lot of these actors.
I didn't mind it. Like, it was okay. I enjoyed it much more than I thought I would.
Right.
But I still don't think it was great.
Yeah. Definitely not as high as the critics and people have said that it was supposed to be. I don't understand how there was such high scores.
I came into the movie with like 0 expectations, and it still somehow managed to disappoint me. Just like Shazam. Like at least with Ant-Man, it let me down slowly. Like, you know, I had high expectations for Ant-Man, and you know, at least Ant-Man, like, I get what Ant-Man was trying to do, but I'd rather have a movie that I was hoping to be good bad than a movie that I knew was already gonna be bad just be worse. So, yeah, there's D&D. Oh shit, I got shut up.
You can shut up already.
Fuck you, bitch.
Well, that being said, guys, you guys know what you all came here for. We also watched another movie last week that we didn't get to talk about, which is we all saw John Wick.
Oh.
You said we all watched what? What were you gonna say, Jake Ford?
What's up, Joe?
I thought we were gonna talk about 65.
No, we're not talking about that movie because that was too long ago to talk about, and also, you really want to talk about something we barely made it 30 minutes in?
No, I was just kidding.
No, that's funny.
What we really watched was Miss Marvel.
Shut your mouth.
Kidding again. No. So we watched John Wick Chapter 4.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you take 4 here.
Oh, dude. This was easily one of my most anticipated movies for the year, and I know Mr. Silver's over here. Mr. Jake the Snake was the same way. And while other movies have disappointed, this movie delivered, and it was amazing. And it was not just a great action movie and easily one of the best action movies ever, but it also delivered on the story, and all the characters were so well done, and just, I loved it. I love this movie, and I can't stop talking about this movie with people. I still have a couple of videos on my YouTube channel to do about this movie with you guys, because every time I think about this movie, like Thanos says, this does put a smile on my face, and it really, it really does. But it also makes me sad, because there's things in this movie that I won't talk about here, because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys that haven't seen it. But there's some pretty heavy shit in this movie. And
Oh yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pretty.
Alright, so basically at the end of the movie,
I'm waiting.
you're gonna let me say it in front of your audience, Joe, even though you just warned them against spoilers?
I mean, you're just like basically at the end of this movie. I thought you were gonna say something like make a joke up like, oh yeah, Batman shows up and attacks someone, or
No, Joe, that's stupid.
people do fake spoilers like that all the time. That's why I was curious what you were going for.
But
What was your
for real.
angle?
Okay, but actually, like seriously, at the end of this movie, Galactus shows up and he waves a sword into John's universe.
See now he does the fake spoilers.
Lawrence Fishburne comes out of the cave dressed as Morbius. I mean, not Morbius.
Oh God.
Morpheus. I said Mo. And he resurrects Neo, and they all fight Galactus, and the whole world blows up. And
This sounds like a movie the Morbius fans would have wrote. But yeah, honestly, guys, we loved the movie. We thought John Wick was fantastic, and sorry this podcast is just kind of coming at late notice, and we're not super awake right now. But we just watched this crappy movie, and we're tired, and we just want to kind of. What did you say?
John Wick was awesome though.
No, I'm talking. Yeah, John Wick was awesome. And I'm just talking
There were
based
so many
on.
great moments in there.
Yeah, I'm just talking about our just like because just explaining to the audience why we're so out of it right now, especially you, because usually you and I have such a good back and forth, but right now you're so defeated by the fact that Dungeons and Dragons sucks.
You know what's so sad? This fucking movie. It's a movie, and it made me feel like I lost a part of my soul.
And a movie should not make you feel that defeated.
I feel like I've lost something precious. I
Well,
know I haven't, but goddamn.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, so wrapping
Joe,
this
stop
up.
fucking smooching with your fucking girlfriend. We're doing a podcast here.
You were barely talking anyway.
You can have your sexy time later, Joe.
Part of it being audio means I can do what I want, so.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, but no.
Joe, you're gonna get lucky tonight.
I can't reveal all my secrets.
Good one.
All I'll say is,
Hey, how about
if you're,
that? Yeah, man.
hey, media merchant, what's going on, man? One player. So yeah, thank you guys.
Human after all.
Thank you guys for coming in. So yeah, John Wick is awesome. So many great moments. I'd highly recommend you guys check it out. I am gonna release a spoiler discussion when I have the time to actually not be one of the days that I'm off this week. I'll try and make the video for you guys. I just want to sit down and talk about everything with you guys, but I just haven't had the time. But I want to do that pretty soon. But anyway, guys, thanks. Yeah, go ahead.
Joe wanted to announce to everybody that he's having a special collab this week. He's going to be doing an interview with Scott Atkins and Donnie Yen on this channel.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Don't be trolling them like that. I mean, I would probably faint if that ever happened on my channel. Like that'd just be too much of a dream come true. That's like me walking to Star Wars Celebration and Dave Filoni's like, "Hey man, come sit on my panel with me." Like, damn.
Oh yeah, that'd be a
Shit.
dream come true for you, wouldn't it?
Oh, dude, you have no idea. I think if I saw Dave Filoni in person, I think I would just faint.
You'd be like,
I'd just
"Oh my
be
God,
like,
Dave Filoni, can I suck your dick, please?"
I'd just be like,
Oh my God, really?
I knew you would say that. Hey, you'd be the same way about Katie Sackhoff.
That's true. I would be like, "Hey,
That's
Katie,
true, yeah.
I'm gonna go get a hotel for us. We can just."
I showed him, the movie was so boring, I showed him a picture of of Katie Sackhoff saying that she wanted to play Poison Ivy, and he's like, "Yes,
And after-
mommy."
I whipped out my cock. I whipped out my cock and I started beating it to Katie Sackhoff.
Oh my
Yep,
God.
he did.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why season 3 of Mando is literally half your audience percentage, guys, comes from Jake Ford because he's literally coming every single time you put you put Katie Sackhoff on camera.
Coming back for every episode. I watched.
Joe,
Yeah.
you think he's going crazy for this? Wait until Ahsoka comes up.
Oh yeah. You
Oh,
guys
dude, they're gonna have to
put.
put at this point. They're gonna have to put Ahsoka on Pornhub for him because he's gonna be losing
Oh
his
yeah.
mind.
You guys aren't ready for it. You guys need to watch out when I watch Ahsoka. You might even mute me because I might be like moaning my fucking ass off.
I'm okay with muting you for that purpose. I've heard it multiple times in the chat already, but I just ignore it. But at this point, but yeah. So yeah, long story short, guys, that's kind of our thoughts on things. I don't even know why it just turned me to Psylocke, but whatever. I'm going to bed, guys. I got a big day tomorrow. Thanks for coming in, guys. We got done what we needed to get done. Go watch John Wick over any other movie in theater right now.
Go see Dungeons and Dragons, please.
Go see Creed 3 too.
Yeah, Creed 3 and John Wick represent. That's what you need to go see. And if you guys are following Mortal Kombat creators, because I know they're working on Mortal Kombat 12, please get John Wick in Mortal Kombat 12. If you're listening to this, Ed Boon, come on, man. We want John Wick in Mortal Kombat 12. Make it happen.
My guy, Eddie, can I call you Eddie? I'll give you a free blowjob if you put John Wick in the game.
I didn't know you handed those out, Mr. Ford. Dang.
I mean, you know what? If I get my boy John Wick, I'll do anything.
Damn, okay.
I'll let him go 50 Shades of Grey on my ass if that's what it takes.
Oh, God!
And on that note, it's time to peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
On that
Have a great time. It's 2 a.m. It's time to wrap.